Heyo, what's going on, everybody? It's Tuesday night. We have a show tonight. We got Stefanopadopolis Wilson in his house. We're going to talk about some fun stuff, maybe some art books he's going to be releasing soon, um, circle templates, where you can get the best circle templates at, that sort of thing. And we're going to have fun. And we're going to talk about the Comic Books for Kids charity comic for a little bit and what that's all about. So if you guys missed the video earlier, we'll be touching base on that. So we got Wendy in here. I like the creator picks. Hi, Wendy. And Wendy saying hi to everybody. So we're going to run through the list of sponsors real quick. We got Codex Entertainment LLC with Luis Torres. Please check out Lily the Demoness, Whispers in Necropolis, Ace and Starlet, Nebula Pearl, and the most latest installment from them, VRXOXO. Hi, Carrie. So check those out. You can find them above at the links in the description. Next up, we've got Naughty Fairies, Stripper Assassins with Miss Wendy Steenshaner. Please check out Naughty Fairies Con 3.0. There's a link up above in the description that you can go to and hit follow, and you can follow that Kickstarter for when it launches in January. Guest relations right here. You better behave or you'll get tased. We also have 183 Degree Studios with Alfred Trujillo, Doobie Doobie Doo, and Miss AZ Power Girl Kara Nicole. Please check out the Patreons as well as 183degreestudio.com, where you can find original artwork as well as prints. We also have Hazzum Productions with they keep changing the name. Rodney Fike Art, not the art of Rodney Fike, Rodney Fike Art. And you can check out Peanut Pudding and Jelly, Pitter Patter, as well as Roadkill Rampage, which number 2 just funded on Kickstarter. So check those out. And we've also got Melone Management. Do you have a Kickstarter or an Indiegogo or any type of crowdfunding that you're going to be doing? You need to keep working on your project. You don't have time to promote, and you don't have time to do stretch goals. Hit up Lisa Malone. You get a free 1-hour consultation where she can tell you what her services are, how much it'll run you, and you can keep working on that awesome project. So hit her up at Melone Management. We've also got Outpost 426 Studios with CB Zane and Michael Shoemaker. Check out Into the Suck, as well as Scorpiana and Black Rabbit will be launching sometime in the near future, so I'll look forward to that. We also have DPopp Customz. If you have a print that needs to be hung with style, hit up DPopp Customz. He can do a lit frame, one that dances to music, all kinds of crazy stuff. So hit it up, DPopp Customz. And last but not least, we have Fartoons Productions, one of our newest sponsors of the show. Check out Fartoons Productions. We've got a couple links up above. You can go to Blurb and check out his books, Ostrich, Hippo, and Jesus on Grass, as well as his art book. And you can hit him up and get a $5 DVD. It's $5 shipped, guys. You can get a DVD with all kinds of good animation on there. And last but not least, Russ Explode Studios charity auctions for CB4K. There is a link in the description for that page, not group, page. Please go check that out. We got a bunch of stuff that I'm going to be adding on there, such as this beautiful piece right here. We'll be adding this on. I know I've been slacking on it, guys. I just have a lot going on trying to find spine surgeon and all that stuff. So this month has kind of gotten off to a slow start, but we're going to be pounding some stuff out on there. And we got something cool we're going to be auctioning off tonight, so stick around. Russell tied you up and dragged you on him's show again. Yeah, I did. So we're going to bring out the main guest tonight. We got Stefanopadopolis Wilson, also known as That Guy. So let's see what we got going on here. So we got Rye Guy in here. We got Stephanie. What's going on, Stephanie? How are you?
Hi, Stephanie.
How did I get roped into this? Now, listen, this is how Steph got roped into this. Don't let him BS you. Steph's like, how come you never have me on the show anymore? And I'm like, Steph.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you always get bothered. Like, hey, Steph, can you do this? Well, I guess, that's just that, Steph's got that complex like me. I make you think that I'm really upset about something when I'm not. And so you don't know how to read it right. So,
because that would sound like something I would say to Chuck or one of the big time shows, one of
Chuck. He's the only one that knows how to lose an audience. Come on. That's a
nice.
Famous Stef Wilson line in the comments.
That bastard, I told him there was a time where people were like dying out on live streams. You were about the only one still doing live streams. And so I messaged Chuck and I said, you should do a live stream. I mean, you love talking. I saw him interview a couple times or whatever. And so I gave him the idea to do his show. So he put me on his first show because he's like, oh, I need a guest for my first show. That's the only booking I've ever gotten from that guy. He has totally ignored me for the rest of the year. You know, when
I
I'm on
would too. I mean, I don't
Kickstarters, when I
blame
got
him.
things going on, art books, nope, totally ignores me. He's moved on. He's become a big celebrity now. He doesn't need me. After I gave him the idea to have a show in the first place.
So how you doing tonight, Steph?
I'm good.
So you guys did the Hot Wings art book. That was the most recent art book that you guys did last month.
Yep.
Did you guys end up selling out of those, or is there still any of those
We've
available?
still got a few left, but since we had prizes for 25, 50, 75 and sold out, since we're so close to sold out, we want to ship it this week. We just want to get it out before Christmas. So we're just going to put all the free prizes for the sold out level because they'll sell out on the website in another week or so.
So, folks, you heard it right here. There are a few left. So, if you want to go get one of those Hot Wings art books, you can go to StefWilsonArt.com. That's as easy peasy pumpkin squeezy as it can get. StefWilsonArt.com.
Oh, yeah.
See, they had to change it from Bad Carry Studios because it was the funniest thing. Anytime you try to post anything on Facebook, I try to share Steph's stuff. It'd be like, this link is illegal. Like they thought it was a porn
Yep.
site.
I couldn't even, like, somebody would ask me in messages on Instagram or on Facebook, and they would say, hey, where's your website? And I would send back badcarry.com, and it would come up, nope. And I'm
Nope.
like, why is this causing a problem? And Carrie figured it out. It's because they think it's a porn site. I'm like, really? You could put any random amount of letters up
Have a good
there
night,
and it'd be
bud.
fine. But for some reason, it just sounded like a porn site. So,
Well, knowing you, it is probably a porn site. I mean, you got that
yeah,
massive
exactly.
circle template that you're
And
famous for.
we could not figure it out. We were like checking the website, making sure everything was censored properly and everything else like that. No, it was just the name they didn't like. So
That's Facebook for you. So yes, actually, we are going to be auctioning something off here tonight, guys. I'm going to show this off real quick. I'm going to pop it up here and there.
oh, good.
Somebody
Tom
put up.
got his booster.
Yep, Ryan got his booster today. Everybody's getting their boosters. Badcarry.net is a scat site. hey, it's that guy, says
Right?
Stone Abdallah. What's going on, buddy? So we're gonna share this.
Yeah, we were.
Screen this
Carrie and I
real
were
quick.
supposed to get our booster yesterday, and
Yeah, and they were understaffed. How dare they?
no, it was the pharmacy at the CVS pharmacy happens to be attached to the Target. Just nobody showed up. Literally nobody showed up to work in the pharmacy.
That's it. Fired. The whole lot of them. So, guys, what you got right here is a Jack and Sally. It is a print and a light. So it changes colors with the light. There it goes. I was going to say, is it going to like shift screens on here? So there you go. It shows multicolors. I will show off the print here as well. Let's see if we can pull that up. Doop-a-doop. Come on.
That's cool. What is that for?
This is for CB4K. So you guys, oh nope, that's Stefpool. Hold on, I went the wrong way. Hey,
Yeah,
Stefpool
you
did
did.
make an appearance unknowingly.
I saw the Jack and Sally for about 2 minutes.
There you go, folks. So there's the print there. That was done by Rodney Fike. So you can get this fine piece right here and the light. So Tina, you're in the audience. What do you think we should start this bad boy out at? This is for CB4K. I'm going to try to auction some pieces off over the next couple of shows because things haven't been moving. So CBS dropped the ball, shaking my head. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. So Tina, are you still in here? Yeah, Jack and Sally are looking good. That is an awesome. I love A Nightmare Before Christmas, and there's zero up above them. $1 million. All right, sweet, Lewis. You're the automatic winner of the $1 million bid. So put it. Whoa! He said to put it on your account. You think you can handle that stuff?
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, not with what Codex and pays their cover artists. Let me tell you.
All right, so I don't know if Tina's here or not. So Tina, what do you think? $50 on this. You get the print and the light. So here it is right here.
And it comes with the light?
I'm pretty sure. Let me verify that. I think Tina ducked out on me. That's it. She's fired.
She did.
I'm telling you. What are we gonna do with these people?
It's a Russell live stream. Some people can only handle a few minutes.
So it will be the artist proof. I will frame it, and it will come with the light. I can send you an image of the actual print so people can see it. We are selling the print
Okay,
So
so
like it's
Tina's saying yes, it does come with the light, but she's not giving us a price.
she's not giving us a price. So
So
she says yes with the light,
ask her
and she
again.
will frame it. So Tina, you want to start out at 50? You want to start out at 75? What are we starting this bad boy out at? Let me know. She must have fell asleep, and then we woke her up, or we summoned her because we said Tina like 3 times, and she's like the boogeyman. Boogie, 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 boogie. Oh wait, the boogeyman's on there. Rutro. So yeah, I think she fell asleep again. I was getting $50 all weekend long. So yes, there we go. $50 start bid, people. Let's get more than that. Let's double. Let's get 100. So we're gonna put that to the back. We're gonna get rid of that. Remove from screen here. So we're gonna pop that up later on again. I just wanted to show that off. She sent that over earlier and said Rodney and I were getting in a quickie. That didn't take long. Look at Steph over there being all fancy with his iPod, talking to people.
I'm looking at
Aren't
the
you on this
bidding.
show? So we got
Yeah.
Wendy in here with $50.
Who
Thank you,
put me on a
Wendy.
show?
So what do you got going on next? Where are you going with these art books? You got another one coming out soon? Isn't it the Sweater Girls?
Sweater Girls is right now. I'm drawing them. Wait, let me grab them. I'm drawing them right now, and as we sell them, excuse me, they go into the art book.
Oh, we got a
And
cowgirl sweater girl.
Cowgirl is the next one. The cool thing is when we get to draw these, the first time we did them, somebody said, "Hey, make an art book out of them," and that was like at first when we did it, it was kind of cool that we were gonna put all these images together into an art book. And then Carrie got the idea of putting everybody's name on the page for whoever claimed the original artwork. And so what was really cool was the first time we got the books and we got them in and opened up the box and we were looking through them. What was nice is it was like we're flipping through and we're seeing all the names of people who had bought the different artwork. And I'm like, it's like really like their book. They bought the artwork that goes into the book. It's not like we publish our own art book. They've been buying these pictures all along. And it was kind of cool because it's their art book. So it was a lot of fun to do. So yeah, we got the Sweater Girls will probably come out in like February or so.
So Kevin's already trying to claim the cowgirl. He said cowgirl claim.
I'll count it. Kevin, I'm going to take you on that.
Oh, there you go, Kevin. It's yours. Apparently it was unclaimed and now it's yours.
Kevin likes his cowgirl, so I'll take it. Why not? A live show claim. Why not?
And Stone said, ooh, cowgirl. And Tina wants to know if she can get an asses book. We need
an asses book. Nothing but butts?
Book. Yeah.
Yeah, because my butts are underrated because of the circle template thing. But my butts have been praised by no less than Ebass himself. So I really should get more credit for
Kevin's like,
for my
sweet,
butts.
yes, I do. So Kevin,
awesome.
Kevin's like, yep, I'm down with that. So I got it. We can call it the round assassins. There we go. It could be like a whole book of assassins because it's like about twice the ass in assassins. So what else you got going on, Stefanopadopolis Wilson? What are some of the projects that you have covers on right now?
Well, first.
Oh, you got the coloring book.
Carrie
that's right.
Produced a digital. She just took a bunch of the You Can Draw images from our show.
Futurama.
And she put them together. Oh, there's Sylvester. She put them together into a free digital download for your kids. Wait, this is the one I want to show you. Angry Beavers. So it's the stuff we do on our live show, the You Can Draw segment, and there's just a bunch of fun things for kids to color. My favorite, and I thought it came out really cool, was Admiral Akbar. So Carrie put them together into a digital coloring book. Just go to our website, go to the homepage, scroll down, and you'll find a free digital download so you can download it for your kids to color or for you to color or whatever. Print it out on whatever paper you want. And that was just because Carrie wanted to be nice.
And there you go. I popped the link in for you folks in case you don't know where to
Right?
go to get it.
Angry Beavers was like one of the best shows ever. Period.
So of course we get people in here. So Tina says baby got back, and Wendy said go ass, and the coloring book, and then you get Lewis. I praise your butt too, Steph.
Nice. Just no. Why do you have to go there? What's this?
The Angry Beavers were my favorite.
What's this Jack and Sally thing at $50?
$50
with the light.
With the light. I know.
Make that seven. All right, make that 75. I'll bid 75. That's crazy.
Steph bid 75. High bid.
Thank you, Stefanopadopolis. Carrie wants me to remind you guys about the coupon. If you go to our website to buy anything between now and the end of the year, type in the coupon code at checkout BYE 2021, which is, well, it's buy 2021, like, so goodbye kind of buy. So BYE 2021 on the website gets you 25% off everything on there except for art books. So Carrie couldn't have typed that in the comments. That would have been easier.
Really? We're going to do this again, people. All right, bye. Thank you. Apologies for that. Anybody that's watching on YouTube for the dumbass people
YouTube?
for 2 shows in a row. Oh, you didn't miss anything. Don't worry. It was just somebody posted nude picture sites like repeatedly every 2 seconds.
Oh, and that's just like bots or something, right? It's not like you can even block.
Yeah, it started Sunday. Sunday they were typing about Nazi Germany or something, and then I'm like, for real, people? So Don't worry, I got rid of them. We banned them. And so there you go, folks. The coupon code again at StefWilsonArt.com is buy 2021. Goodbye.
You know, Instagram, they changed the algorithms at the beginning of the year, made it a lot harder to grow followers. But at the same time, they must have done something that, like, every time you post now, if you have a certain amount of followers, every time you post, the first 5 responses are bot responses for promote your art on this site or promote your art on this site, which are all fake sites. Like, it's just relentless now. It's like, holy crap, if you could spend a little bit more time getting rid of the bots and a little less time harassing people about their content, it'd be a better site, you know?
I'm sorry, Carrie. It's all caps, everyone. So don't use lowercase letters or it won't work, and then you have to pay full price. Give all your monies to Stefanopadopolis. So one of the things that I want... Oh, for fuck's sake, people. Bye. Back again. All right. So anyway, so one of the things that I talked about this morning on the show, if in case you guys missed it,
was the CB4K book. Is that what you're calling it?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to block these users. They're commenting
is that
from
your
a different
working
account.
Title? Is that your working title, CB4K book?
Well, actually, it's going to be Russ Explode Studios.
Good Lord, with the long names.
Charities for CB4K.
Oh, my
It's going to be Russ Explode Studios, Charities for CB4K. I don't know. That's the working thing right now.
You can't even fit that on a cover, man. You can't even fit that on a book.
Yeah, I can. I write small. Ha. No, so, anyway, we got this book. So, we were up at Steph and Carrie's, and Carrie was like, we should do a book for CB4K and do you should write a story and do a comic book. And then she,
this is Carrie's
she recruited Steph for the cover. He was volunteered. And so Steph's doing the cover for it. And we have Rodney Fike will be doing the interiors for it, as well as Chuck Fenno doing the editing for it. Sorry, I was watching to make sure we didn't get any more freaking.
I'm just excited. I'm excited to be on a book that Rodney's doing. I'm excited to be on a book that Chuck's going to be editing. I'm excited to be on your book. I mean, it's just a cool project all around. So even though Carrie volunteered me, it'll be worth it.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I've been seriously struggling. I'm like, what can I do? Like, I've been racking my brain. I've been writing down ideas and then throwing them in the trash. And I don't know, like, literally last night we were laying in bed, and it's one of those creator brain issues where your brain just spins, like, and you're not even thinking about anything. It's just spinning. And I'm like, cat, and piggy girl. And Tina said, Rodney says likewise, so excited. Is there a Russ Exposed Studios 2022 desk calendar up for auction? No, there's not. So I was like, I'm like Tiffany. She's like, what? And I'm like, I got it. What I can do is I can do Cat and Piggy Girl, to where you've got two kids, the brother and sister, and they have these stuffed animals that they absolutely love. And one
Which
day
is a
they
cute
find out
idea.
they're alive, and they're able to get superpowers from their stuffed animals, and they fight crime. And so, and right there, we've got Stef Wilson for 75 on the jacket solid print with lag. So I was like, and then I was laying in bed last night. I'm like, how can I make this even better? And I'm like, oh, and she's like, what? And I'm like, I can make it even better now. I'm like, what do you think about this? So we do the first issue. We create a page. We put a thing in the back of the book saying, hey, there's this page you can go to if your kids read this book and they found it uh, inspiring or it helped them get through. Have them post a picture on the page with your permission, of course, of them holding their favorite stuffed animal, and then we could choose one every issue to bring in as a sidekick, and we can like immortalize that child and the struggles that they went through to help other kids that'll read the book. They'll see Roderick, he had his heart issues and now he's cat, and then you got Adriana, who has the same liver issue that I do. She has a it's called AA1 or alpha 1 antitrypsin deficiency, and so not a lot of people know about it, but it can cause severe liver failures and lung failure as well. And so, we can highlight some of these pediatric diseases, cancer, leukemia, pediatric brain cancer, whatever it may be. And we can bring these kids in and inspire more kids. And I'm like, this is a great idea. I'm like, I really think I'm going to roll with it. So I thought on it this morning and I'm like, you know what? That's it. This is a great idea because every kid has their favorite stuffed animal. I had my I called him Hush Puppy. It was my pound puppy. And like it just like kills me to see that they brought pound puppies back. Like I walked down the aisle at Target and I was like, was that a pound
Pound
puppy?
puppies.
I'm like, oh my gosh. And so everybody's got that one stuffed animal they remember as a kid. And I'm like, this would be really cool. And so I was on the phone with Tiffany this morning and I was like, well, I'm gonna go live and make it official. I'm gonna announce it that this is what the book's gonna be about. And I told Sissy, I said, hey, Daddy's writing a comic book about Piggy. And she's like, really? And I was like, yeah, it's gonna be Cat and Piggy Girl. And it was complete silence. Like I've never heard Adriana stop talking in her entire life since she's been born.
Right.
and I
Right.
was like, did I lose you guys? And Tiffany's like, no, she's just smiling from ear to ear. So guys, this is it. This is what it's gonna be, Cat and Piggy Girl. We're gonna bring in a different kid on each issue. The goal right now is we're gonna print 100 cardstock covers. These are gonna be limited to 100. They're gonna be individually numbered. They're gonna sell for 25 each. It's gonna be 30 with shipping. And I'm gonna take that $2,500 that we make off of those 100 books. It's going to take about 2,100 with shipping to print 1,000 copies of the book with just standard paper cover, standard paper on the insides. We're going to ship those 1,000 books to CB4K to ship to hospitals and cancer centers nationwide, plus the other $400 to help pay for shipping. And we also are going to be selling the interior rear cover as well as the exterior rear cover. So if you own a comic book company, a publishing company, you have a book that you want to talk about, please be reminded that this is a children's book that will be going to hospital, so it needs to be kid friendly. You can get the interior for $150, the exterior for $250. That $400 will go with the other $400 to help CB4K keep sending these awesome packages to hospitals nationwide. So I'm really excited about this. We're going to try to get the cover done by at least the beginning of the year. I'm going to get the script over to Chuck in the next week, have him edit it and turn around and send it to me, and get it over to Rodney, and Rodney will start chipping away. So we're looking at right now probably a March release, just to make sure we have time to get the interiors done. That way Rodney's not rushed. We'll have the cover to start flashing out there and get everybody excited about. Tina left again.
Is it?
That's it.
Is it going to be a Kickstarter?
No, it's not going to be a Kickstarter. So, guys, this will be a direct buy. What's up, Ed Williams? This will be a direct buy.
Hey, Ed.
So this will be listed up on my website, as well as you can DM me to get it once this book goes live. That way, because Kickstarter takes 10%, we would lose $250 that could go to the kids.
Oh, I get it.
This will not be done on Kickstarter. This will be printed Well, I will take pre-orders on it to help, cushion me paying for the print run, the initial print run on it, and we will get only 100 of those printed. So anybody that's buying ad space, there will be 1,130 books total, 100 cardstock that will go to the public, 10 Stef Wilson, 10 Chuck Pino, and 10 Rodney Fike holographic. So there's gonna be those 30 holographics that they can sell. Those are their artist proofs. And then there will be the 1,000 that go to the hospitals and cancer centers nationwide. So whether these things end up on a side table, they end up in a kid's hands and goes home and the parent looks at it, this is a chance to get something that you've been trying to promote for a long time into the hands of at least 1,000 people, if not more. So I'm really excited. Thank you so much, Steph and Carrie, for offering to do the cover on it. Thank you to Chuck Pino for offering to do the editing, as well as to Rodney and Tina. Here we go again.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
no, that's
Rodney and
awesome. I think it's
Tina.
incredible.
It is incredible. It is incredible, and I don't think Mark knows about it yet. We're supposed to chat later this week. I emailed him yesterday, letting him, asking him how things were going. He said pretty good. We'll chat later this week. So I'm gonna tell him about it and let him know that this thing's a go. We're getting the script in process, so it's going to great things. And once again,
Good.
folks, we also have this fine piece right here. You can get this light up Jack and Sally with the Boogeyman Zero for right now. The going price is $75, and you get the light, and it will be framed, and it does all these awesome, super sweet different colors. And then to go
That's
back and
freaking
show you guys
cool.
what the print, it is really cool. Like I'm in love with it. When she sent it to me earlier, I was like, "Who did this?" And she was like, "Oh, Rodney did this." I was like, "That's awesome." So I'll pull that back out of there. So right now we're at $75. I think that seems to be the kind of the way the thing to go is. We were lucky on Blastcast. We sold the Lily the Demoness eating a slice of pizza that went to Mike. Mike did receive that yesterday. He sent me a message, said it came and it's beautiful and he loves it. So thank you to Luis Torres. Thank you for purchasing that piece from CB and donating it to the auction. That raised $75 for the auction. And now that Mike has gotten it, I'll be sending that over to my Mark Too Many M Words. So
Yeah.
enough about CB4K. We'll get off the soapbox on that. So you got the Sweater Girls is what you're playing. What you're doing right now. Do you have any plans for what your next art book's going to be?
After the Sweater Girls, actually, what happened was this year the art books bumped into our Halloween book. So for the next year, we've got the art book ending in February. We'll start probably, it was really popular, the Tiny Dresses art book. We'll probably start that in the spring. That will finish up in time for us to release the Halloween book, um, which was so big this year and sold out right away. So we want to leave a little bit of space there to put the Halloween book and then start up the Sweater Girl book again in November. So probably just one other art book this year, Sweater Girls in February and the Tiny Dresses over the summer. In there, we're probably going to do an artist variant or two. We haven't picked a publisher yet that we're going to do it with. And that's about it. I mean, there's a couple things like Carrie wants to do a couple more of these little coloring books for free for kids and stuff like that, and adults to just download for free because we're doing this stuff on the You Can Draw show anyway. So she'll put together a couple more. And probably, oh, there she is with the help. Cover gallery. Yeah, that's right. We have to come out with our next cover gallery. The first one was 40, the first 40 covers that we did. So we're behind because we're way over that number. So we'll have to release another book of 40 covers probably after the Sweater Girls art book.
So I got a quick question for you though. While we're on here, I know. Here it comes. Here's more work. You don't have to do
Uh-oh.
anything.
Uh-oh.
How many coloring pages do you guys have that are available to scan in, like to make a book?
Oh, for the kids book, like the You Can Draw stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know. The problem is we probably had about 150 drawings at one point, but I just kept tearing them off and throwing them into a bin. And then when I went through and cleaned up the studio, I used the back of them for scrap paper and stuff like that. So at some point, Carrie's like, "Where are all these you can draw drawings?" And I'm like, most of them I probably disposed of by now because I was just cleaning the studio. So we probably have enough, a couple more to do. We could probably do about 2 or 3 more coloring books spread throughout the year because I probably have about 40 drawings total left.
Well,
but we do something. We're gonna be drawing Heat Miser on Thursday, so there'll be another drawing that you can use for a coloring book. So
he's Mr. Heat Miser.
That was my
here's
favorite
the reason why I was asking.
movies.
That's another great idea. We could take all those pieces and put them together, and even put together do a pre-order for a coloring book, have them printed, and then send what's left over to CB4K after you guys submit all those online. We could do something like later in the summer next year.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, you gotta get with Carrie, but like this kind of coloring book, she has to ink this so that it's ready for color and put black lines to it. So it's her work. The drawings themselves we do on Thursday night anyway. So it's her work to put this.
Yeah, no, I mean, after you guys have already had them on the store and have sold them, once they're all
been up. We don't sell these. We sell the other books, which is not for kids. It's the more adult girl books. But this is kid stuff. This we're always going to do for free. So if there's some way that you can use this with CB4K, you let us know. Talk to Carrie, make a deal, arrangement, or whatever. So you could always produce a coloring book for you guys to have for CB4K. And not the kind of thing that we would sell, just the kind of thing we'd give you as a digital download that could be printed out for kids in the hospital who want to color.
Yeah, no, I mean, either way.
Yeah, work that out with Carrie.
Yeah, I will. I'll talk to her about that. Absolutely. So here's the main thing.
Get any more charity work out of me, you let me know. Huh?
So I do have some leaves that need to be raked. It's for a great cause. It's for Russ's kids.
Lewis was busting my chops. He's like, "What are you doing a cover for Russell for free?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's for charity." You could tell he was like a little bit jealous. I'm like, "Dude, if you have a charity thing you want me to do something for, that's a totally different story." I'll always try to pitch.
Hey, you know what? It's for the kids. And every penny. Because here's the thing. I mean, since you guys are doing it for free, 100% of that $2,500 made from those books is going to the charity. The point. And that's what's awesome.
Exactly.
That's the whole point.
Vince Hernandez, from Aspen, he also does his own book, Syria, on Kickstarter. He allowed us to use his Syria comic, and we did an artist variant for that at the start of COVID, because we were living in Jersey at the time, and when COVID hit, because we're close to the New York epicenter, New Jersey was hit hard at the beginning of COVID, and Vince allowed us to use that cover to make money for healthcare workers. Oh, Carrie's here. Hi. But you can't hear him because I have this thing on. Let me yank this out.
Now you should be able to hear him. Hopefully.
No.
Is he talking?
No, we heard you. We heard her before.
There he is.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
But guys, before we get off of our charity kick, this is why it's important to me. This was Roderick after his last open heart surgery in 2017. The rest of them since then have been closed operations, luckily. But just look at him right there. That's Cat. It's Cat 3.0. We won't tell Roderick that. We've had to change him out over the years. It's one of the pictures I sent Carrie Ann earlier. Oh my gosh, she was so cute when he was a baby. That was when he was a crab. Look, I was young back then. Look at what having kids has done to me. I look like a wild. But there's the old versus the new. So unbeknownst to them, they've been changed out through the years. But that's Piggy right there. That's Sissy's favorite. And then that's Cat, which is Roderick's favorite.
Very adorable.
And there he is. So that's why I'm so excited about this. Like this answer's been in front of me the whole freaking time. I'm going, what am I going to do for a book? And then I don't know. I just happened to just boom. And it's great. Lewis has a pool. He's not a charity.
Yeah, he's trying to claim he's a charity in there. He sends me pictures.
He is. He's a charity case.
Pool.
So Stone says hello, Carrie, and he said, "Oh my God, yeah." So this is going to be awesome. I appreciate everybody that's going to be a part of this. So, and going back to what I was saying a minute ago, so what projects are you on right now? What are the projects that everyone needs to know that has one of the Stef Wilson's cover? Is it shorter to say what books you're not on?
I know. Usually it is. No, October was brutal. October was there was 11 Kickstarters that we were on. So Sarah will tell you the pain of trying to back my Kickstarters. But right now, Wolf and I just ended.
We don't have any Kickstarters
No.
right now.
Jason Dupes might be still going on. Lilith and Mara? No, I think that might have ended too. I think that ended too. So yeah, we're not actually on any Kickstarter, but there's no Kickstarters going on really right now. There's only a few of them going on.
So you guys heard this first on here. Stef currently has no live projects, and you know what they say: idle hands are the devil's work.
Exactly.
So you guys need to hit up Stef.
She's kept me busy. I thought it was hysterical because I just finished up that 14 Disney princesses today. So that was a commission of 14 Disney princesses on one piece of paper.
Oh no! Don't try to pass off the Disney princesses of what's been keeping you busy. What's been keeping you busy is the whole Tractor Supply thing. Like,
yes,
Tiffany's like, really? She gets on Facebook. She's like, freaking, you got to be shitting me. Stef's on here bitching about Tractor Supply again. Like, what's going on? I was like, you remember that GFCI that he needed replaced? He went to Tractor Supply to get one. She's like, oh, that's why he's been posting about it. I'm like, yeah, he thought it was a hardware store.
And I'm sure there are Tractor Supplies in other parts of the world. And I don't mean to get like Marie Callender's about it. But we walked in and the thing was a freaking pottery barn of a hardware store. It was pathetic. There was clothing up front. There was home decor. But when I asked the girl, I said, look, all you need is a GFCI. And she's like, she looked at me a little stoned. I said, ground fault interrupter, outlet. And she was like, oh, okay. And she takes me back to a section in a hardware store that is 4 feet, a 4-foot section of switches, outlets, plugs. That was their electrical section. I'm like, are you kidding me? This isn't a hardware store. Like, how do you have 4 feet of GFIs, but you have a 30-foot showroom of clothing when you walk in the store? I'm like, this is the most, to me, it just seemed like what like millennials would do if they invented a hardware store. It was terrible.
Yeah, it's so not a hardware store. It is a feed and Western store.
Yeah.
Actually, you're going to laugh, but we have a Tractor Supply here in town, and that's where I buy the food and the kitty stuff at. They actually have a really, really good in-store brand. It's 4Health. So anybody out there that has animals and your animals are constantly throwing up or they don't really care for their food, check out Tractor Supply and get 4Health. We've gotten that I've started giving that to Midnight. Like I said, she hasn't been doing good lately. I think the food's starting to help perk her up a little bit, and she's eating a lot more. So I do like that. And they got winches. I mean, who doesn't want a winch? I mean, you live out here in the backwoods country of Missouri, you know, out where one of those flyover states. See, that's why Stef doesn't understand Tractor Supply like we do. He's not in a flyover state. Those flyover states, you never know when you're gonna get stuck in a ditch somewhere.
Oh, and
you gotta like lasso a tree.
The one GFI outlet they had was $40. There is no way in hell you should ever pay $40 for a GFI outlet. Not a 15 amp, simple home one. It shouldn't clear 20 bucks.
See, this one had all the bells and whistles. 40 what? This one had all the bells and whistles. You could reset it from your phone. It had Wi-Fi.
Yeah. But
no, they're expensive on
stuff. The clothing up front. I have no idea. I walked in. I was like, no. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, well, see, you know why it's $40? Because that's the freight they have to pay to have that one shipped in for that one dipshit that goes in there to buy a GFCI.
Right, exactly.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I have no idea.
They ordered that just for you, Stef.
And, you know, I get it. Because I always thought Tractor Supply was going to be like a feed store, like an Agway or something like that. But no, not this one. I mean, they had polished floors. It was pretty bad. I mean...
He said no Tractor Supply company is a millennial hardware store gone wrong. It is.
And the thing is,
like
Carrie and I first met in home center retailing at Channel Home Centers. And I had worked for Mr. Goodbyes before that, which was a home center retailer. And then I worked when I was in human resources, I worked for Lowe's. And so I've always been comfortable in home centers or hardware stores. And I just walked in and I was like, this is a joke. I it just blew my mind. I was like, because I expected like even like a little Ace Hardware. And Ace Hardware is not going to have a lot of room, but they're still going to have some sort of selection when it comes to electrical and stuff. I was like, this is just funny. Like the hardware is like an accessory department in Tractor Supply.
Yep, Steph worked in HR. That makes sense.
Yep, I did.
So what super secret projects are you working on right now that you can talk about?
That I can talk about.
Sireness is coming out in January.
Sireness is coming out in January. Wendy's Sireness. It is a lot of fun. She's picked a great theme for this Kickstarter. So it's your online Comic-Con, but it's brought to you in a whole new way. So that's January. We've got 2 covers for Dustin in January for 2 different projects. Tragedy number 3 will come out in January.
Already? What a tragedy.
Yeah, I know, the 3rd one already. Well, he ships quick. That helps. It's a big difference.
Which is good because he's getting them.
There's a project for Jim Noble in January, which I don't know if he's announced, so I can't announce that.
No, he did a tease of.
Did he?
Well, he did a tease of our cover.
Oh, okay. And the New Year's cover.
The New Year's cover, yeah.
No, I meant the other project.
No naughty variant for Whispers in Necropolis Volume 4?
Is there a Lewis project in January? I can't remember now.
Poor Lewis.
Poor Lewis. Lewis has Whispers of Necropolis coming out. When's it coming out? January? Did he say January? When is it coming out, Lewis?
What?
Put it in the chat.
Wait, Lewis. Wait a minute. You sponsor me and you didn't even tell me Whispers number 4 is coming out in January? That's it.
You know it's coming out.
I'm blocking him.
It's coming out soon.
Carrie and I were laughing about the
Jeff
other day.
Bridgestone says it's Lewis coming out in January.
I think it's too late for that, Jeff. I think that ship has sailed. Take it from the harbor master.
That ship has sailed. He's in your harbor. What are you talking about? You should. That's why Steph's in the know.
Well, Carrie and I were laughing playing with. Lewis said it's going to be Whispers in Necropolis 4. We're like, what happened to 1 through 3?
I didn't know this story.
Does anybody even know there's a 1 through 3?
I do. I have them.
Do you really?
Yeah.
How did you get them? They weren't on Kickstarter or anything. Since I've known Lewis, he's never put out a Whispers book.
Yeah, number 3 was on Kickstarter.
Oh, I don't think so.
Maybe before.
That was before he met you, and that was before he started creeping outside. Yeah. No, Whispers really seriously was on Kickstarter because that's where I pulled some of his images from whenever I did his scary video.
Well, I guess it's just been so long since he released 3. It's been years then.
It's been so long.
I was making fun of Chuck. I mean, like he's talking about Belial 3 finally. I'm like, when did that come out? Like 2018? When was 2? 2018? Like it seems like it's been years since the last Belial book. So
it's been 84 years.
I know, right? It's like I don't understand some of these Kickstarters. It's like it comes out 2 years later. It's like I don't even remember the last one that they had. So,
well, here's the thing. We finally figured out why Lewis is so excited that you are harbor master because it's the first time in his life he's been able to play with his dinghy in public and not get arrested.
Yep. Lewis always wanted seamen. Sailor. Seaman.
Yeah, seaman. Oh man, this show is totally derailed. To let's bash Lewis Torres. It's all in good love. We haven't seen him in forever. I'm telling you, the last live show I seen him do, I think TVs were still black and white.
I thought the creator pictures you put at the beginning of the show were really cool, but you should have put Lewis's booth hang up there instead of Lewis. I love that picture of Lewis.
No, there's a reason why I picked that picture. You want to know why I picked that picture? Because that's Lewis taking a shit with his cat on his back. And so he's like, I was on the toilet in that picture, right? I'm like, yeah, that's why I used it.
That's why.
So now you're forever immortalized in the intro video as being the shit because you're on the shit.
Perfect. It looks like he's having a hard time there. Maybe the cat came in to console him. Maybe it wasn't an easy one.
Oh my God, he needs some X-Lax. So now everybody knows the cat's out of the bag. It's on your back. Oh my God. So that's the real story behind that picture. Well, Rick Funk climbed out of Machine City recently, so Lewis can't be far behind.
So Lewis is ragging me because he's busting my chops because he asked for cover for Whispers in the Acropolis. So I roughed it out, and she's holding a book, and he said, "Yeah, let's do it." And so we did the cover, and then he's going, "There's no naughty variant." I'm like, "There's a freaking huge book in front of her boobs. How are you expecting a naughty variant out of that?" I'm like, "There's a freaking book covering her boobs." So I
got it.
I wasn't
No,
gonna ask
I
you.
can. If
Can you
Louis
do it?
wants one, I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got
And
it.
I was just
Hey,
like,
wait.
But this
I got
is
it.
so
There's
typical.
a paper
Wait, let me get
shortage.
this out, because this is so typical of creators. You send them a rough image of what the cover is going to look like. They go, "Yeah, that's great. I love it." You put the line work on it, or she gets to coloring it, and then they go, "Oh, what about like the what about part was back when we roughed it out, not afterwards, not after it's done." Like you know what I mean? Like if you wanted a nice and naughty, when I sent you the rough, you could have asked, "Is the book going to be there during the naughty version?" So it's just typical. It's funny because what creators look at and what I look at how it's going to lay out and how it's going to work. And they're looking at it because they like the character and they like the image or whatever. And they're not seeing the mechanics of how it gets put together.
I got it. You can leave the outline of the book there and make it like a clear, transparent book cover and call it the Paper Shortage 2021 variant.
There you go.
The way I did that cover.
Either that or draw her sitting on the toilet with a cat on her shoulder.
Because of the glow of that one, the way I did that cover,
right.
It's all in different layers.
Okay.
So
it won't be that hard?
I don't know what we're going to do with her hands, but...
Oh, we can move the book down or something. Yeah. I was just worried you were going to have to... Because, like, people don't understand this, and this is the cool thing about working directly with Carrie like this on color, is that I know what it takes to color a work, so I know what kind of line work to provide to make it work. So in a situation like this, I immediately think, I know that she would color the girl in and then add the dress afterwards. So it's kind of cool knowing that because it means I can set up the work to make it easier for her if I can.
There you go. Jeff's got it solved. Just put holes in the book like when Lewis peeps in the window.
Yes.
That's the Swiss variant.
I can't.
Do what?
So what's the print at? Still $75?
Yep, we're still at $75 on this, folks. So Steph said they bring the print back up. So, folks, you can get this artist-proof print right here from Rodney Ficus, and it will be custom framed along with this super sweet light. Hold on, give it a second to load up here, and there you go. So it'll change all these different colors. And it's funny, she said it was an accident. She happened to have the light sitting from when they had the Christmas walk, and the print happened to be sitting right in front of it, and she just fell in love with the way that it looked. So this is up. All proceeds are going to cb4k.org. Once the payment's received, I will let Tina know where to ship it to. So you are getting the light, the artist-proof print, signed or unsigned, however you want it, and it's going to be custom framed by Tina. Insert picture of Smithers ficus plant with Rodney Polaroid. So, folks, it's at $75 to Stefanopadopolis Wilson. Somebody tag Wendy and get her in here. I know she was the first one that bid on it. I think she ducked out. So please tag her and let her know that she's been outbid because I can't, unfortunately, tag people from StreamYard. So we're at $75. Tell her to come in here and well, actually, no, that's right. Lewis was at $1 million.
Yeah, Lewis started off
$1 million. I'm going to hold him to it.
On somebody else's tab.
Well, no, we're going to hold him to it. He said $1 million. You know, Codex Entertainment LLC with that VRXOXO, it did $25 million.
A little Texas mansion with an in-ground pool. He's living the life. He can afford it.
He's living the life. He's got the tripod kitty Yuri boosting his Wi-Fi signal from the router.
Lewis is the kind of guy who would go shopping at Tractor Supply. He'd fit in real well there. Pick up some cool clothes.
No, he shops at Piggly Wiggly. You know, he got me this Piggly Wiggly hat. And he's like, you'll never wear that. Thank you, Lewis. I've worn it for every live show since last Christmas. So I told you I would wear it.
Yeah, I think he's trying to buy me one for Christmas.
Oh, is he? Oh, that would be hilarious. We should get that. That's gonna be the new thing. We should
No,
all
his
get.
choices so far have not been what I would wear, but that's okay.
Oh, okay.
If he gets me something, I'll wear it, unless it's like really wacky.
I think he should get you. Oh my gosh, they have the funniest hats. There's this one. It's called the Pigs Can Fly hat, and it's got strings. You pull them here, and it's got wings on the
Yeah,
hat, and
no,
they
that ain't
flap.
happening.
That's what you need to get for Steph Lewis. Get the Pigs Can
No,
Fly hat with the
not
strings, and
happening.
he has to wear it for You Can Draw for the kids, or Chloe's gonna beat him up. So you guys, one last question for you guys, and I'll let you go so you can get back to all that 10,000 chores that Carrie has for you to do. Just kidding, Carrie. Only 9,999. I forgot what I was gonna say. Forget it.
Oh, I got a question for you though, because Lewis has
Yeah,
been
what's up?
dying to know. It blows Lewis's mind that you got in a car and drove to Cape Cod.
Why does it blow his mind?
He doesn't understand because he saw the mileage. It's like what, 1,800 miles or something like
It's
that?
not like we live across the
It was
ocean. I mean,
2,700 miles
yeah.
round trip.
Yeah. So it blows his mind that you drove out here. He can't figure out why you came out here to visit us.
So Lewis, let me put it to you like this: have you ever flown with Tiffaney before? And have you ever flown with kids? First of all, you have to take the fucking car seats with you. Okay? When we went on Roderick's Wish trip and we flew to Colorado, I swore I was never flying with kids again until they were in booster seats because it was ridiculous. So we get there, the kids had to have car seats on the plane. The idiots that were letting us on the plane told us we couldn't take the car seats on the plane. And I'm like, the kids are going to be sitting in them. And they're like, you can't take those on the plane. I'm like, they have to have a car seat to sit on. Like, is this the first time you've boarded a plane with kids? We were told they had to have them, and we have to have them in Colorado. And so we went round and round with these people. They went and got a manager. The manager came back and like, what's the problem? I'm like, they're telling us we can't take these on the plane. Our kids have seats and they're going to be sitting in the car seats. The kids are not sitting in our lap. They have their own seats. They're telling us we can't take them on the plane. And they're like, they can take those on the plane. They have to have car seats. I'm like, thank you. We went around and around with these people for a half an hour. I'm like, are you guys dumb? What is going on?
Do they still allow kids to sit in your lap on a plane? I thought kids had to have seats.
If they're under a certain age.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if they're under a certain age, they can still sit in your lap as long as they're. I think it's 4 and under. And see, Adriana was young enough she could. I don't know what it is anymore. They change stuff so often. So reason number 2, Lewis, is because a very dear friend of ours, John Inc., who went into surgery today, and or was it yesterday? I don't know. All my days blend together, but
him too.
Yeah, so we stopped to visit him on the way up, and we were going to stop and visit Rodney and Tina on the way back. So it was a multi visit trip. Plus, we got to check out different states and stuff. But John's doing really bad. They're the people that I found online doing online auctions, and I've known them since 2018. They're the reason why I found out about comic books for kids. And with Roderick's condition, I fell in love with the charity. I've been given ever since. Now it's bigger and better. I'm a member of the charity, and I'm able to do all these awesome things to give back tenfold to some of the things that my son's received while he's been in the hospital. They even drove down last year. John and Mary drove down for Roderick and Adriana's birthday party. So they're near and dear to our heart. Well, John had a massive heart failure. They were on their way back from a con. He ended up getting stranded out of state for almost a month. They had him on ice. He actually died. He was dead for I think he said 35 minutes. And so they didn't think he was going to have any brain function when he woke up. He also had a stroke. And so there was just a lot of bad things that happened, and he pulled through. So we found out about that before going up there. Of course, Tiffany didn't know we were going to Steph and Carrie's. It was a surprise for her birthday. But we made it a plans to stop up there and visit them so the kids could see him and so he could see the kids. He did go into surgery yesterday or today. Don't ask me which one. I've had a heck of a week already, but I was worried about him. I think he went in at like 7 in the morning and didn't get done till 8 o'clock at night. Like I literally had gotten home and was doing stuff, and it was like 23 minutes ago. John made it out of surgery and he's in moderate pain, but he's doing okay.
Wow.
We found out while visiting him something that they haven't really told a whole lot of people, so I'm not going to say it, but there was other things involved that really added to stuff that there was a good chance he wasn't going to make it. So there was more than just visiting Steph and Carrie. We were making our way around, making memories with the kids and stuff. So
And we had a blast when you were
yeah, well, I thought it was today. Like I said, I was underground for like 2 hours at the mines.
watching you stand in the Atlantic Ocean. That was a trip and a half. You know, it's nice because you know we're used to it. We grew up with the ocean always within arm's reach, kind of thing. So to see you and the kids and Tiffany just absolutely flabbergasted, you know, we could see it when we went to the lighthouse and you were looking at it from a distance. So I knew when we went to the beach you were going to go nuts. Because, you know, when you get down there and you can smell it and you can hear the surf and feel it in your face and stuff, it is amazing. So it was really cool to see everything through your guys' eyes while you were here.
Well, and it was totally different than our Florida experience. You know, what we seen with Marseille when we were down there, it was nothing like, you know,
Totally
the
different.
sound, or when we went to the actual ocean, the way it was rip roaring, and that was awesome. The kids have still been running around with their rocks.
Well, he was at the Gulf in Florida. So.
And like we live here, and like we used to come up here all the time and be tourists when we came up here. So like you finding that lighthouse picture that matched the photograph of the lighthouse that you actually physically saw, that's the kind of stuff Carrie and I would do when we were traveling. So it was so cool to be able to do that stuff with you, because I can see that lighthouse at any time, so I'd never think of picking up a picture of it. But for you, it's a memory because it's not something you can see every day. So you'll always remember.
That's right.
Seeing
I got a
lighthouse.
picture, and I got a painting that matches the picture, and I can hang them side by side. Be like, not only did I get a painting painted by someone who lives in Cape Cod, but I also got a picture of the lighthouse in Cape Cod and a picture of us in Cape Cod. So
yeah, it's cool.
It was very, very cool, and I'm excited to come back. I told Tiffany, I was like, since when we come back, we're not going to bring the kids with us. We're totally doing the airplane.
I know. Yeah, that way you guys, that way the two of you can have the adult fun that the Cape has, like the shops and the restaurants and everything else like that. Yep. It is a whole other experience. There's nothing wrong. I mean, for kids it's fun, but for adults it's a whole other world too here. So
it's a different.
Hey, you never know what kind of gyms
vacation.
I kept waiting for you to like be like some other artists and just like hide, your artwork on a shelf somewhere in one of the stores. Here's a rough sketch. Somebody's randomly shuffling through the shelves and there's like a sticky note. Congratulations, you've stumbled across the circle template.
Right. Oh, and your book is you heard your book is gone from the book drop, right?
Yeah, that's what Carrie said. So that was another cool thing when we were up there. So Carrie's like, there's all these free libraries around. I was like, really? You guys have those up here? Because we have them all over the place here. And so she's like, yeah, we ought to leave one of your books there. So we went and left a book there, and then you went back like 3 days later, I think it was, and it was gone already. So that was exciting. Yep.
And I just think it's cool because somewhere, you know who you sold your books to, you know who backed your book, but somewhere out there somebody picked up this book and you don't know who they are. Some mystery person picked up and read your book, And
we'll probably put it back in the library and somebody else will pick it up.
And it's just cool because there are going to be people out there who you didn't sell directly to who are now reading your book, which is just freaking cool.
It is awesome. And one day Steph's going to be walking along the beach and stapled to post everywhere will be a picture of my book. And if you know how to pronounce this, please call me.
Please contact.
Please contact me to tell me how to pronounce this.
Though so, I think you topped it with this CB4K book. That is the longest title I have ever heard in my life.
Well, I'm gonna come up with some kind of abbreviation for it. That sounds cool. Of course, I can't use my logo or CB4K's logo because
Right.
it's not official CB4K because it'll be
Sure.
through me on behalf of CB4K. But I'm gonna try to come up with a logo that I can use that will identify anything that I do from here forth as far as publishing for stuff for the charity. I wish I could remember for the life of me the last question I was going to ask you. I don't know. I
That's
have no
okay.
idea. I'll think of it as soon as we get off of here. I'll be
Of
like,
course.
oh, this
You'll
is
be
what
like,
it was.
don't.
I'm quite surprised though. Where's Wilson at? Like,
She's on the couch.
Oh, she's done for the night.
I was up there. I was wrapping presents, and so she was helping me. And so now she's not getting off the sofa.
but I'm sad. My kitties are gone. It's gonna be a tough night.
Oh yeah,
tonight.
and Ed's saying in there, North Carolina. Yeah, North Carolina beaches. You know what, Ed? North Carolina beaches are very similar to the Cape Ocean beaches because they're out on the arm. They're out in the ocean. It is a whole different waves. The dunes are different. Everything. Yeah. That Nauset Beach reminded me the most of when we were in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Outer Banks. When you're on the Outer Banks, it's a different kind of beach. Yeah.
Yeah, my kitties are all at the vet spending the night. Savannah and Ezzy got spayed today, so they said,
But they'll be home
can't come
tomorrow.
home tonight. I know, but I'm so sad. I miss my little fluff ball.
Then it'll be back.
I mean, did you see her giving me kisses?
No, they're adorable.
They are adorable. Will they
She's the
sit on your
cutest.
shoulder when you're on the toilet, though? That's the true measure of a pet.
Oh, you didn't know that picture was a recreation of Luis Torres? Because it most certainly was.
Too much information.
He just takes a drink from it.
What did he say? Which one? Which one are you laughing about?
Oh, I'm laughing at you because you just like were totally quiet and took a drink of your big gulp. Yeah, no, this one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the stuff. Or that was Luis Torres recreation.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And Ed says something about. Oh, that was the other question I was going to ask you. I just remembered. All right, so before I forget, are you guys done with cons for the year? Are there any other cons that you guys are going to be visiting that people can see you at?
Not this year.
No, not this year. The next con we have that's unofficial but official is Boston in April. There was supposed to be one in February, but that's not going to work out, I don't think. Actually, I know it's not going to work out, so we're not going to be doing the California. So next year we have Boston, a 1 day in April, and then we have Vegas in June.
Vegas in June.
And probably Baltimore in.
Definitely Baltimore in
in
October.
the fall.
And there'll probably be
What is
another
the one in
but we're
Vegas
not
called?
sure. What was that?
What's the one in Vegas called?
Amazing Con.
Amazing Con.
Amazing Con. Oh, that's the one that Luis Torres needs to go to.
Yes, that's when we want Lewis to come to. Wendy's going to be there. Jim's going to be there. April, I think, is going to be there. Ruben's going to be there. Chris Matt, I believe, is going to be there.
I have a theory. We don't see Lewis live a lot, and nobody's seen him at a con. Maybe he's not. Maybe this is all photoshopped. Everything we see of Lewis, because
maybe he really
Vegas
is a girl.
Vegas is not that far from Texas. Oh yeah, the print.
Oh, here we go again with this crap, people. Block. Sounds amazing without Lewis, though.
Tom, I think that is the one run by Jimmy.
All right, guys. So last chance right here. We're gonna do the closing out. You're gonna get the light. You're gonna get the artist proof print and a signature if you want it. All custom framed by Rodney and Tina.
Sure.
Can be yours. The current bid is at $75. So at the close of the show, the bidding is over for this. So I just wanted to pop it up one more time. That is with the light right there and all the different colors that it can do. And here is the print by itself. And Kevin's asking, is it the one at the Connecticut Casino?
No, actually, that's the one I'm looking at. That's Terrificon. We're thinking about doing that one, Kevin.
Yeah, because if you notice, there's a theme here, Russ. So Vegas Con, Connecticut Casino
We're
Con.
not doing Atlantic City.
Oh, that's true. I don't think they have them in Atlantic City.
And we were in Baltimore and we didn't go to the casino at all.
If there's a casino, we'll do a con there. Charlotte, North Carolina. I would love to do that show because I've heard such great things about it, but it's a little far. So.
Or you're gonna go to Vegas, but North Carolina's right below you. Oh, listen to Stef and his shady lady math. So anyway, it's been great having you guys on here. I look forward to hopefully seeing you guys again next year, and possibly we might go to Vegas Con. You know, I'll look into it and see if we can make it to that.
Have you ever been to Vegas?
No.
Oh, you've got to go. I mean, even if you don't like gambling, it's just such an amazing experience, Vegas.
It's a good vibe, the city.
It's fun. I don't gamble, and I have the best time there. We used to go there almost every year.
Yeah, no, the extent of my travels have been Kansas, Illinois quite a bit, and then Iowa. We won't talk about it. And then
have you mentioned different states? You just went through a list of states. They all sound the same: Iowa, Missouri, Illinois,
Kansas. Yeah, and then of course we visited Marseille, so we did check out Florida, and then we visited you, so we checked out Pennsylvania and Massachusetts, and so the other states we really don't count because they were just drive through. Even though it was beautiful, we went the long, scenic, beautiful route. So, but I definitely want to check out some more states. I know March, I have it planned hopefully to go visit Wendy and Jack because Jack actually lives a couple hours away from Wendy, so I might visit him while we're down there. So we're going to do some traveling, meet some of the folks, hopefully get some more signatures to the books, because if you guys didn't know, I have a special set of books that I brought with me that there's 5 books. I'm going to get each creator to sign their illustrations inside of the book, and those will all 5 be auctioned off for CB4K. And Stefanopadopolis has 2 special books that he will be doing remarks on and auctioning off on shows sometime soon. So thanks so much for being on tonight, guys. I appreciate you being on here. Thanks so much again for having us up. We had a lot of fun.
Especially because I can't get on Chuck's show to save my life for some reason.
So I'm going to kick you to the back room, and I'll be right back.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
So, folks, everybody, thanks for checking out Stef and Carrie tonight. Please go to StefWilsonArt.com. You can get some of those Hot Wings book. And if you go onto their site, you can get the art and other things on there for a discount. Use the code, all caps, BUY, as in buy, BYE, 2021. And that discount runs through the end of the year. And you can check them out at all those fine shows next year. And look forward to that Sweater Girls coming out in February. And the Whispers in Necropolis that I think may or may not have a naughty variant. We still haven't clarified that yet. So there might be a naughty variant. And stay tuned for that Comic Books for Kids charity auction book that will be coming out. We've got Cat and Piggy Girl. I'm super excited about this. This is going to be really cute, guys. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I can't wait to get the script over to Chuck and hear what he has to say. So, guys, please back it. You'll be able to pick up those artist-proof copies from Chuck and Rodney and Stef as well. Those will be going out for a thank you for them doing it. So we got Danny said, my buddy just came after there and said it was no buffets and it's really expensive right now. Lewis says, you guys have a good night. Russell, Stef, and Carrie, thank you, Lewis. And Thomas said, always awesome seeing Russell and Stef together. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Check out their art. Keep supporting indies. As always, this is Rest Explode Studios with projects that'll blow your mind. You guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you guys on Saturday.